Hi, I'm Donna. Welcome to my garden. Most of you already know that I'm Donna. You've been watching me for several years, and thank you very much to all of my long-term subscribers. You also may know that I am an at-home mom. So it is summertime right now, and the kids are out of school. And so it's a real treat for me tonight that my husband took the kids off to see a concert. I think it's Charlie Daniels. And so that means that I have the kitchen to myself, I have the whole entire house to myself, and I have my garden to myself. And this is actually my probably most fun time. It's just to go out to my garden and see what's growing and pick a few things, and I just love it. So it also gives me a time where I can share this with you and hopefully inspire you to do the same thing, to go out to your garden and create something with it. Now, I did pick up some shrimp on sale, so that's kind of my inspiration for the dish. I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet, but I'll figure something out, I'm sure. I'll just have to see what's growing and see what I can come up with. So hopefully you can do the same thing, and I thank you so much for watching. Let's go ahead and get this. I'll get my gloves on and let's see what we can find, and we'll go inside and get to cooking. So what I want to do is start by getting some of these small tomatoes, and my shrimp that I have are 3140 count, so they're pretty small. And I think that if I just try to pick all of the vegetables very small, I think it'll be nice. So that's what I'll do. Okay, so get some of these tomatoes here, and now I want to get some baby kale. Oh, there are some real pretty small leaves in here. I want to get some of the baby green beans. These are the jade green beans. These will be nice, I think. Let's see if we have some carrots under here. There's a little baby carrot. And another one. And I think I want to get a couple of the leaves of this beet here. Okay, right over here it looks like there's some cilantro hiding from me, so I'm going to go ahead and get this. That'll have some nice leaves on it I can use. Okay. And I think I'll get a little green onion. Okay, there we go. And I'm going to get one more thing from my back garden. I'm going to get some garlic chives, and I will be ready to cook some dinner here. Okay, and I want to get some of these peppers too. These are small, and they're not hot. Though they look like they might be hot, they're not. There we go. Now these peppers are hot, but I just need probably just one of these. And I want to get some of these garlic chives here. Okay, so there's our peppers and a few more chives. Okay, so let's go inside. We'll make something yummy. Okay, so I've got most things ready to go. I came up with an idea. I'm going to do a coconut milk soup. So here's my shrimp, and this is I picked up at Whole Foods, so it's pretty good shrimp. It was on sale. I think it was $12.99 a pound. It's 3140 count. It's already been peeled and deveined with the tails on. And so I was really excited to see that. That was I thought, a pretty good deal. I'll remove these tails for the soup because I'd rather remove them before instead of while I'm eating it. So, and then of course I have my garlic chives, the cilantro. I have the little tiny tomatoes, and I was hesitant to use tomatoes in this soup, but I remember when I went to Costa Rica a few years ago, I went to a little Thai restaurant there, and they had tomatoes in their coconut milk soup. They were real fresh. They weren't like overcooked and mushy or anything, and so I actually liked it. So I'm going to probably use these and put them in at the last minute. And then I have the little tiny green beans. That'll be a nice little crunch. The beet leaves, of course the green onion, the baby kale. I'm probably not going to use all this baby kale. I might take the leaves off of some of it instead of putting the ribs in with it. I'll just decide when I get to that part. The hot chili pepper. I'm hoping this is going to be hot enough. And then of course just some little peppers here. These are very thin walled. So I went through my cabinets to try to decide what I would make with all these little vegetables, and I went through my cabinets because I'm at the river house. I don't have a fully stocked kitchen. I don't have the things I normally have, like my little cooking kit I like to have. I like to have my chicken stock and everything. I like to have ginger at home, and so this is a great substitute for ginger. If you've ever tried it, it's really good. It's always something that I like to try to keep in my pantry in case I don't ever have ginger on hand. It's just a little organic minced ginger. It does have a little bit of rice vinegar in it. That's kind of how it's stored, but it's not enough to make any dish, you know, ruin a dish or something. And then chicken broth. I also have some coconut milk. I always have coconut milk here. And then a lime. I already had a lime here. I brought that with me. So there we have it. I'm going to go ahead and throw this together. It should be very easy to do. And coconut milk soup is one of my favorite soups. So let's get started here. I'm going to go ahead and add some chicken broth. You know, I also picked some lemongrass earlier, and I think I'm going to go ahead and use that in this soup. So I'm going to tear off the leaves and cut it down a little bit. And I'll just split it just a little bit. You can also smash it, but I don't really have anything that's good to smash it with. So in this will go. The one thing about buying already made chicken broth or stock is you don't know how salty it is, so I need to go ahead and taste this before I season it. It's pretty salty at this point, so I'm going to leave it like that. And add a tablespoon of this ginger. Okay, so now I'm going to test the heat on this pepper, and hopefully it will have some heat to it. It should. Okay, I can smell of it and tell it's hot. So I'm going to take out part of the seeds, and I'm going to put all of this in there. So while I'm bringing the heat up on that, I want to go ahead and prepare these carrots. I like a little bit of a soft carrot, but a lot of people like a crunchy carrot. So if you like a crunchy carrot, add this almost last, okay? I'll just slice these lengthwise. And I'll go ahead and prepare my peppers. Again, these are not hot peppers. So I'll go ahead and add my green beans. I cut them in half and trimmed the stem end. Add our peppers. And at this point, I think I will add a little salt. And we're going to just let this cook a little bit. Okay, now I want to add garlic chives. I'm going to add quite a bit of these. I'm not using garlic because, I do have garlic here, but I want to try to use whatever I can from my garden. I want to make it almost a complete garden meal. Okay, we'll stop there. Okay, it's starting to cook pretty good here. I want to go ahead and add some of the kale, and these really little leaves like this, I'm just going to put them in whole. And some of these bigger leaves, I'm going to go ahead and tear the rib out. And the beet leaf as well. Okay, so I guess my kale has been in here about 3 minutes now, and it's wilting down pretty good. So I'm going to go ahead and add the coconut milk. And I want to get this steaming, and at that point I'll add my shrimp and the tomatoes. Okay, it's looking pretty good here. Smelling pretty good. So I've already pulled the tails off the shrimp. Those are ready to go in the soup. And once again, these are the 31/40 count. This is the perfect size for soup because it's almost bite size, and that'll be perfect to pick up, you know, one little vegetable with a shrimp, and then it'll be beautiful because every bite will be different. Okay, so let's see, I've had the kale in there about probably 5 to 6 minutes now, and it's wilting down pretty nice. I want to go ahead and check the tenderness of the green beans. See how they're doing. They're doing pretty good here. Okay, so everything's looking pretty good. I want to go ahead and just taste for seasoning and let this cool a little bit. It's really hot. It's very good. And y'all know I don't cook with fish sauce because there's allergies in my family, so I don't even buy it anymore. So I'm going to add a little bit of salt to this. It does need some salt. Yeah, I think we are ready to add the shrimp. I'm going to turn off the heat, because these will cook up pretty fast. There we go. I'm not going to put the tomatoes in yet, but you can see these are already turning pink. It doesn't take long for this shrimp at all. I might just go ahead and even remove them for this eye, because this is a ceramic top and it stays hot even though I turn off the heat. So let me go ahead and remove it from the heat. Okay, I think the shrimp is probably cooked by now. Looking pretty good there. Okay, so I want to add some lime zest. I'm going to add a little bit of lime juice. Now for a few tomatoes. Okay, I think we are ready here. Now if you don't have these real tiny tomatoes like this, when I ate it in Costa Rica, they didn't put cherry tomatoes in there, the little small tomatoes like that. They just had a kind of a small tomato they cut in wedges, and I actually kind of used it more of a garnish. It was pretty good. I really liked it. I'll take a little bit of this green onion right on there, and a lot of cilantro leaves. That's because I like cilantro. Yummy. Okay, let's give it a taste. So we'll get a piece of the shrimp, maybe a little piece of maybe some of the pepper, and I'd love to have a little piece of the tomato in here, but oh, there we go. Good. Okay, I got a little bit of tomato, a little bit of the cilantro, and a little piece of pepper, and that's going to be a big bite, but oh well. Here we go. Oh, it is so good. You guys, if you make this, please do not forget the lime. It makes it absolutely wonderful. So I hope you can try it. Just use some of your fresh garden ingredients and it will be wonderful, I promise you. Thanks so much for watching, and y'all have a beautiful day.